What I can tell you is at 2:54 a.m., officers responded to the report of a domestic disturbance at a home in the 6100 block of East 40th Street. Complainant stated that her daughter and boyfriend were involved in a domestic altercation. The caller alleged that the daughter's boyfriend was intoxicated and had threatened her with a knife. The caller also described that the male individual was outside in a red Saturn. As the first responding officer arrived at the scene, he noticed a vehicle matching the description take off at a high rate of speed. Someone at the scene pointed at the vehicle, so the officer went after and followed the vehicle. Once the vehicle approached Arlington Avenue, it turned northbound. At that point, the officer continued after the vehicle. At this point, the vehicle was traveling at a high rate of speed, so it was several blocks ahead of the officer. The officer activated his emergency lights. Once the vehicle approached the intersection of 46th Street, East 46th Street and Arlington Avenue, he observed that the vehicle lost control. And at that point, the vehicle saw that the vehicle struck a pole. The officer exited his vehicle, went to an attempt to render aid to the driver and the passengers of the vehicle. The vehicle was engulfed in flames. It became too much for him to safely approach the vehicle. At that point, the fire department was requested to the scene. They were able to put the fire out. So far, what we're able to determine is that 2 individuals inside the vehicle were pronounced deceased at the scene.
Was the second person in the car the girlfriend?
I don't believe so, no. We're still trying to determine who the second passenger in that vehicle was. We do have an idea of who was inside the vehicle, however, we still have to wait for the coroner to arrive so we can confirm those details.
Was the officer actively pursuing the car at the intersection of 46th and Arlington?
No, not actively pursuing it. He was following it, but had never initiated the pursuit. Just had activated his emergency equipment. At that point, the vehicle was several blocks ahead of him. He's just keeping an eye on the vehicle to see what it would do, to see if it would stop. The vehicle continued on until he observed it losing control and ultimately crashing into the pole.
Do you have any idea how fast he was going?
No, that's what our accident investigators are determining right now, just the details of that and what exactly occurred. So we won't have those details until that's completed. Based on what the officer stated, is that he was traveling at a high rate of speed. The driver was.
Any idea how long this will be shut down?
At least 2-3 hours.